Excuse me. What in the world are you thinking?
Mean Gene, the first thing you need to do is to tell these people to shut up if you want to hear what I gotta say.
What up, y'all? KMB, the Sexy Ninja, in the place to be for C Plus Studios and the Paper Saber Universe. What a doozy. So I've been trying to, after work, get my Rampage on, get my SmackDown on, even though it's late into the night. I've enjoyed it because it helps me wind down. Professional wrestling just keeps my brain at ease next to my comic books and things. But I needed last night because last night at work was so fucking rough. I was like, okay. Then I got a text before I got home. Our power's out. No, everyone else's power's still on except ours. I was like, of course. And nothing was fixed. Still some problems. So we're going to talk about SmackDown. And this is the New World Podcast, brother. And we're going to talk about SmackDown, kind of. I got to see some highlights. I got to go through YouTube, scrub what I could, scrub what I find. But the meats and potatoes of this show was what I was looking forward to. Cody and Roman face to face. It delivered. It delivered hard. And that crowd was like, this is why these two are the main event for WrestleMania. Cody comes out and he has some mind games. He looks at Roman. He's like, do you need Solo? Do you need these guys, behind you and stuff like that? Do you need them? And Roman, he plays into it. He's like, nah, wise man, get out of here. Take Solo, take Jimmy, and it's just them face to face. And Roman goes, I'm going to do something. He lays the titles in front of him. He says, crossing the line of here's the line is drawn. This is what this is about. So you need to understand your place, essentially when you put down those two titles. Cody does his promo, does his thing, uses big words. So sometimes I have to look in a dictionary and be like, oh, that's what that means. Because Cody is a well-spoken person with that lisp and all. He's very well-spoken, but he gets his point across. And Roman, the dickhead, he goes and he says, he brings up his dad. We got to make this personal. This is a story that needs to be told and on many, many levels. So the story goes, he tells him hey, your dad, he did this with me. He told me I was the one. I had WrestleMania main events. He was calling all these things, telling me how great I am. He's like, he even did a Dusty impression, baby. He did a Dusty impression. He goes, you're going to the moon, kid. He goes, and just to think about it, you want to know what he said about you? Nothing. I was like, woo, baby, man. But Roman laid it on, and he even, after Cody says he's been going against the grain his whole career. He was under the watch of Randy Orton, then he goes, yeah, then they thought Stardust was going to kill me. And I was told we couldn't, the All-In pay-per-view. He mentions that. He goes, me and my little friend putting on a little indie show and having 10,000 people in that bitch, and that is important in history. I'm so glad I have that on DVD and in my collection physical media, because All-In is very important and every aspect of that pay-per-view itself. It shows what the professional wrestling boom. It was before All Elite Wrestling, so that pay-per-view needs to be existing because it's true. All In is history in the making in the professional wrestling business. An indie show that sold out a 10,000 packed arena. Come on. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Cody and Roman. So with Cody and Roman, I like this dynamic so much, and I'm glad they finally got face to face. And then Cody just says, my existence is I have to beat you at WrestleMania to make my existence something, to make my existence here in the WWE is beating you, And he goes, and you can tell, and Cody just has this fire about him. He's just like, let the best man win. And they shake hands, and I got fucking goosebumps because I was like, Oh, like this is different. This is a different dynamic. This isn't just like some will of the mill, like, I'm going to beat you, you're going to beat me. Cody's a gentleman. And if that, he's like, I let the best man win. We're going to fucking fight. That's what we're going to do at WrestleMania. And if you saw the WrestleMania poster that they dropped this week, ooh, baby, it's sexy as hell. You know, and other things I saw with SmackDown that I could, Dominic attacking his father, you know, tearing up the mask and stuff like that. I also saw that McIntyre is wants to face Gunther, and then Cross came out. Sheamus. WrestleMania season is upon us, and we're just getting crazier and crazier, man. And just on top of that, like, I'm sorry I don't have too much on the SmackDown show. I can't rate it in any way, but I just really wanted to talk about that Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns segment, because that was everything it needed to be. And it delivered on all levels. And the fact they started the show, and I saw all the really cool threads leading to Roman finally making a decision. He says that if Jay is not here next week, I'm not blaming Sammy. I am blaming Jimmy. So Jay and Jimmy's like, hey, Oos, you know, he has to get better. Time. And Roman is like, fuck you. I'm done with time. You know, and he goes, you need to handle Sammy tonight. Get Sammy out. So there was a match with Solo and Sammy. That was a fun match. And Solo for the win. And they're about to beat down Sammy, but Sammy's still fighting, baby. He got out of it. He's fighting for his life, and you know, he says he will destroy the bloodline, and I can't wait until him and Kevin finally connect and they go after them together. And I'm still wondering what's happening with Jay, because there was a point where Jimmy was like talking to Roman, and he goes, what did he say? He goes, honestly, man, he says, leave me the hell alone. You know, that's what Jay said. Leave me the hell alone. Jay's broken. He's broken over this, and there's so much going on. A very packed SmackDown that I was so ready to watch, but I'm glad I got to see the highlights and threads and everything like that put this show together. So I really can't rate the show, but I'll rate that segment with Cody and Roman, and that shit was gold. Give me more of that, or, you know, so we're building. We're building and building and building, and there better be a fight, a breakout fight. I'm living in the golden moments of WWE right now. I'm on a WWE high and kick, baby. They have over at Walmart, they have a display, WrestleMania Goes Hollywood display with the figures and action figures that I'm going to post it on my TikTok. If you follow us on TikTok, I'm going to post it on there. You can check that out. C Plus Studios 928. Really nice display. Really, really fucking cool. I bought a Big E figure. I had to buy the Big E figure. And on top of that, I walked through the media section, and I bought me Royal Rumble, and it came with a sticker. It came with a Stone Cold Steve Austin sticker. Hell yeah, Royal Rumble, baby. And I saw that they had War Games, and I'm back into my WWE spirit tenfold, to where I'm just like, give me all WWE. And they just dropped a Cody Rhodes shirt that says Rhodes to WrestleMania, and I'm like, I have to have that fucking shirt. All right, y'all. Thank you for listening. And tomorrow's AEW's Revolution, baby. Let's get it going. Let's go, Dan. Like I said, did what I could for SmackDown, and I wanted to come on here and talk about Cody and Roman. It's going to be big. It's going to be a big fight, and we still have Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens lurking, and the bloodline's going to go down at WrestleMania. Calling it now. All right, y'all. That's it. That's all. Tell me what you thought of the show. What did I miss? What did K&B miss that you loved or you hated? Drop those comments below. Then after that, like and subscribe. Share with your grandma. Share with your grandpa. Share with the bum down at Walmart. I am KMB, the sexy ninja. And remember, the New World Podcast is for life, brother.
So absolutely, Roman Reigns, Sir Champ. May the better man win.